I did more research on Dr. King, and one of the things that I realized about him is that he was a Nobel Peace Prize winner. Now, the Nobel Peace Prize, anybody in here play sports? Show of hands, right? Right? So when you hear about basketball, you have the NBA championship. When you hear about football, you hear about the Super Bowl, right? When you hear about baseball, you hear about the World Series. Well, in the inspiration world, in the Nobel Peace Prize world, that is the championship for contributing to humanity and changing lives. And what I realized, y'all, is that I said, one day I want to get that. Well, that's my Super Bowl, right? That's my World Series, right? These are the things that I'm trying to accomplish here. And so if you're going to get the Nobel Peace Prize, you got to be doing something that's noble. You got to be doing something that's going to change the world and impact and change people's lives. And so I'll never forget, y'all, just studying him and understanding that, man, like, he got a Super Bowl. Man, he got a championship. I said, I'm trying to get championships. I'm trying to be remembered. I'm trying to make sure that when I leave this world, that the world will not remember me, but remember the work that I left behind. And so one thing that I realized about great leaders, although Dr. King is not here no more, he's still here because we remember his work. We remember the sacrifices that he made. We remember the obstacles that he went through. Because before you can have the dream, you have to go through the nightmare. Next slide. One of the things in my favorite quote about Dr. King, he says, if you can't fly, then run. Come on, can we repeat that? Repeat that after me. If you, then, come on, we gotta start that over. If you can't, then, if you can't, then, if you can't, then, but whatever you, come on, but whatever you do, you have to. I love it. Come on, clap it up for yourself. And so I just want you guys to understand today is that, like Dr. King said, if you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. And if you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, by all means necessary, keep moving. So I just chose to move even though I lost the football scholarship. I just chose to move even when my dad wasn't in my life. I just chose to move when people doubted me. I just chose to move even when people didn't believe in me. I just chose to move even in foster care. Whatever I had to do in tears, whatever I had to do in sweat, whatever I had to do, I made a decision to myself to say, I am going to go out and I'm going to leave this world better than what I found it. I'm going to leave this world being the best version of myself. I'm going to leave this world making sure that every person that I come encounter with, every person that I touch hands with, every person that I have a conversation with, that something will shake in their soul and something will shake and say, man, I got to do better. Man, I got to be better. My mom counting on me. My brother counting on me. My sister counting on me. My grandmother counting on me. There's people behind me that's counting on me. And so I just got to the place in my life where I said, you got to go out the best version of yourself and nobody else. And so what I want you guys to understand today is that every single one of you have the opportunity to be great because anybody can serve.